But that's what happens when you're playing for your country. You tend to forget any externals, any pain or any other things that could happen to you, because playing for your country is the ultimate. So my uncle Madhav Mantri played 4 test matches for India in the 1950s, my mother's elder brother. And so I used to go with my mother to visit his house, and in his cupboard I saw lots of caps, lots of jumpers. And so one day I asked him, "You got so many caps, can I have one of these caps?" And he said to me, "No, yes, I have lots of caps, but no, you can't have it because I've earned every single one of them. And so you earn your own cap. And that is when you will be very proud of having earned that. That cap will mean a lot more to you if you get it out of your own sweat and toil." And that is something that stuck with me. So even when I was given the India cap as a touring party member to the West Indies, I did not wear that cap for almost 3 to 4 weeks till I actually was selected to play for India in the test match. And the day I was selected to play, the day I entered the field as a test match player, was the first time I wore that cap. That cap was in my bag for almost 3 to 4 weeks. Well, the West Indies were a wonderful, wonderful team at that particular point of time. And to beat them was something that was an ambition and a dream of many Indian players. On the eve of that last test match in the West Indies at Port of Spain, after practice session, I tried to drink some water from a jug, and bits of ice got into the cavity of my tooth, and it was so painful. But because there was a test match to be played, we were already 1-0 up, and this became a very crucial test match, and I wanted to be part of the Indian team. The manager of the team forbade me from taking any sleeping tablets or any painkillers, and anything that is likely to affect your reflexes or make you a little bit sleepy is something that I'm not going to give you. So which meant that I had to not even think about the pain. But that's what happens when you're playing for your country. You tend to forget any externals, any pain or any other things that could happen to you, because playing for your country is the ultimate. And that is what kept me going, because I realized I was the one in form and the team needed me. I managed to go on for 5 days, and when I got out in the second innings, where I'd got a double 100 and I'd got a century in the first innings as well, that's when the manager immediately sent me to the dentist. So he extracted the tooth, and so by the time I actually came back, India was in a very good position, and so I was there to see the match end in a draw, which meant that India, with its 1-0 win, went on to win a series against the West Indies for the first time ever. It was a joyful moment for all of us, a very, very proud moment for all of us. But with it came the added pressure of expectations. In the last test of the 1971 series, immediately after the West Indies, India won that test match. But I made no contribution. I was out, declared LBW for 0. And my opening partner then, Ashok Mankad, hung around and saw the new ball off and was dismissed for 12. And he had struggled throughout that series. He had got 1, 2, 5, 6, something like that. So in that final innings of the series, he got 12. And so he came back to the change room, and as he took off his pads, etc., he said, and he had a great sense of humor. Ashok Mankad had a great sense of humor. And he said, just when I was looking good, this series is ending. I wish it was a 5-test series, because I would definitely have got to 25 before the 5th test. I think you need to have a sense of humor to be able to understand that cricket is a game which is so unpredictable. Having a sense of humor certainly helps you to look at the positive side of things. It helps you to take yourself less seriously, and that's an important aspect. So the lesson that I've learned very early, to be able to stick around in the face of adversity is very, very important, because that actually tells you the character that you have. If I wanted to be a long-term player, if I wanted to be somebody who was going to be playing for India for 15, 16 years, then I had to learn from my mistakes, the mistakes that I had committed in those 2-3 years after the West Indies tour, and try and get better. Lord Relator was a West Indian, and for him to praise the Indian team was something really special. To see an opponent do that was a lesson in accepting a defeat with the humility, because you can't always be the winner, you can't always be the best. There will always be somebody on a particular day who will be better than you. Looking back at my career, I do believe that temperament has been my strongest asset, and that certainly has prepared me for the long game.